Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the weekly holiday show. I'm your host, Mr. James. This is the weekly holiday fall edition show. Currently, it is the fall North America. I am in Maine and I can feel the weather getting a little bit more brisk. I was playing music, which I do for throughout the year in a band, and I played a wedding last night and it was cold. It was outside and it was in a tent, but both of them were kind of cold. So I know what cold is, but I do love when it starts to get a little bit brisk. I love the fall. I love the falling leaves. I love wearing clothing with sleeves. I like to sneeze. No, kind of rhyming though. Yeah. I also like some of these holidays that we can celebrate during this week. And you will notice that, yeah, some of them keep up with the fall. Some of them are timeless, I guess. So anyways, here are your selected holidays for the week of September 26th through October 2nd. All right. Monday, we have Pancake Day. Who likes waking up to pancakes? Even though I have to make them. Yay. Yeah. Pancakes are great. I mean, pancakes are just flour, something to hold the flour together, a little bit of oil, a little bit of water. Boom. There you go. Throw it on a griddle, cook it, pancake. It's basically, just like a flapjack, a whatever you want to call it, a cooked flat piece of flour. And if you add a little bit of sugar, it's a little sweet. But most of the time, you add sugar on top of it in the form of maple sugar, which we'll be talking about months from now in the winter, right after the maple syrup has had a chance to be taken out of the trees and be made in the first place, maple sap. So pancakes are great. If you like pancakes or waffles, I would say have them when you can. For me, it's weekends. The rest of the time, I'm a big muffin person because they're easy. Grab it, eat, muffin. Pancakes, eating with my hand and trying to put syrup on it gets a little difficult. And yeah, it's easier with muffins. But pancakes, I love them. Eat some pancakes in the morning if you want to be filled up and get out there and do a great job every day, right? And if you want to stay warm on Tuesday, wear a scarf. Now, here's a funny fact about Mr. James. I was in school, this is college, years ago, and my biggest thing is I wore a scarf all the time. People always saw me wearing a scarf, and they said, "Why are you wearing a scarf?" And I said, "Listen, if it's cold outside, I have a scarf around my neck. It just doesn't feel cold. It's like my neck getting cold was the thing that I was like, ooh, I just don't like that feeling. But having a scarf around my neck, even without a hat or gloves, I feel warm. And you can wear a scarf inside. It's just very fashionable too. And I'm surprised I don't have a scarf on today. I should have one. I have a couple different scarves anyways. It doesn't have to be cold weather scarves. They have warm weather ones too. And look those up. You can find those. Accessorize basically. But if you are cold, wear a scarf around your neck. Outside or inside, it will make a huge difference. And if you want a body scarf, I think that's called like a shawl, go ahead. And if you wear it in the back, it's a cape. I mean, it's a big scarf. Think about it. Batman wears a big scarf. Anyways, Wednesday is Good Neighbor Day. Good neighbors, which means, do you know your neighbors? Do you do things for your neighbors? If not, this is the day to start doing something, even something simple, even something that might be anonymous. If you want to do something for somebody, but you don't really want to take the credit or have them come over to you and say thank you and feel awkward, just do it randomly and anonymously. They won't know it if you leave cookies there. You just kind of knock on the door, run off, or just put a box there, cookies. They can discover them, go, oh, wow, thank you. Maybe keep in mind if you think there's allergies or such, or just try to make something that's completely allergen free and just write neighbor on a note. And they'll say, oh, okay. They'll look around. They might ask you and you say, I don't know what happened. I don't know about anything about that. Yeah, but it's just something where you do something for somebody without anything in return. And if it's a neighbor, it's kind of great to create this positive interaction between people you live near. Definitely good to have a community of people you live near that are friends with you and feel like you care about them or that they have some sort of camaraderie together, which means they feel comfortable together. Thursday is coffee day, and I guess I drink coffee every now and then, but I don't drink caffeinated coffee. I drink decaffeinated in a special way that makes it so it's not bad for you. And there's three different ways, and I kind of want to bring this up only because people think coffee means you're an adult. I drink coffee every morning so I can wake up. I don't do that. I don't need caffeine, which comes from coffee, to wake up. And if you use a lot of caffeine, you kind of need it. And that's not a good thing because that means your body needs something in order to function without just being yourself. And I like the taste, the flavor. In fact, years ago, it seems like everything's years ago, right? Years ago, I liked coffee and I wanted just that flavor. I wanted it more robust. I wanted more of that. So I got into espresso and I found some espresso that I liked, basically taking regular coffee beans and grinding them up really fine. And then you put into a special machine that shoots water through the little grounds really fast. And you only get a little amount, and it has less caffeine in it, but it's got a lot of flavor. I did that for a while, but then I was noticed my stomach hurt every time I drank that. And it was the caffeine, because caffeine is really bitter and it's just really not good for your system. It's basically poison. I mean, so I stopped doing that, and I just didn't have any coffee, decaf or whatever for 7 or 8 years. And then I came back to it. Maybe it was 5 years. I don't know. I came back to it after I feel that I solved my problems and I felt better. And I said, I'm just going to do decaffeinated because I just want the flavor. And I found that there are 3 ways that they can decaffeinate coffee beans. And one way is using some chemicals, not so good for you, but pretty much a lot of places do that, especially if you order decaf coffee. And then the second way is called the Swiss water process. And the third way is with carbon dioxide, which is what we breathe out, but also what makes things carbonated, like sodas and such. So if you want to go decaf, if you like coffee, you like that flavor, but you don't need the caffeine, which we really kind of don't need, especially as much as coffee can give you, try decaf, try the Swiss water or the carbon dioxide method. And they usually, good companies will tell you what they did with that. But otherwise, the flavor of coffee is great, especially paired with something sweet. I always have it with something that I can eat. So kind of balances things out because it's kind of acidic. And acidic just means, probably not going to be so good for my stomach or my teeth, right? Yeah. Anyways, Friday, chewing gum day, chewing gum. Think about this. If you want to eat a giant heart, like I'm doing in this Bitmoji, go right ahead. But if you want the sensation that you're eating the heart without having the fact that if that's sugar, it's a lot of sugar or whatever that is, that's just a lot of whatever it could be, chew gum, right? It's just like eating. It's just you're not actually eating, you're just chewing. And you can use it to help clean your teeth, for fresh breath, to build up muscle in your mouth, your mastication muscles, they're called. How you chew. It's good for you. If you get the right gum. If you get gum that has a lot of sugar in it, probably not good. And some of the sugar-free gums have some sweeteners that aren't good for you either. So I tend to have stevia gum, which is a sweetener that's natural. But gum to help chewing, gum to keep your mouth busy. But probably not in school, because I'm guessing you can't do that. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can't do that. I know, I work in a school. Saturday is pumpkin spice day. Sorry, I had to say it. Is this the fall? This is the fall, pumpkin spice. Yes, you could put it in coffee on Thursday ahead of time, and there you go. You have the best of everything. Everyone tells me the end of summer always spells the beginning of pumpkin spice. If you like pumpkin spice, great. If you don't like pumpkin spice, maybe like apple spice. I mean, here's the thing. The spice just means cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all these things that go into like pumpkin pies or spice bread and stuff. That's what it means. Pumpkin, it's just one of these other things that there's a lot of them around, and it's a pretty good flavor. Pumpkin pie, I think, is a good flavor. And they just kind of combine them together, and everyone seems to, well, not everybody, but a lot of people I know like pumpkin spice. I love spices. I love during the year. I love having things that have a little bit of spice to them. So am I glad it's back? Yay. But I don't actually go buy products like that. I kind of make my own stuff. So, but anyways, enjoy some if you want to put it into your drink or have a pumpkin spice cookie or pumpkin spice this or that. Get in with the fall, guys. Come on. And last, we have Sunday, which is Smarties Day. So here's a little story. Smarties were invented by someone named Edward D. 1949. And basically, he had a candy wrap machine and he had a machine that made little pellets. And so he made these candies. And they are gluten-free and they're free of the top major allergens. And I use them as a teacher to help students count and to think of when they listen to music, if they can hear sounds. And I have little games I play with them and they get to eat the candies at the end. And it's great all around. And I've never seen someone allergic to Smarties. And the thing is, the Smarties are all more or less, they're just pastel colors. So, you know, and they're not all red or all green. They're all kind of like a combination, but they're really light. And it's not something that I think is really heavy. I think it's what, 20 calories for one Smartie wrapper that comes with around 15 candies or such. But anyways, if you like Smarties, try them out, use them as counters, whatever. Kind of a little pick me up here and there, a little bit of tiny little bit of sugar. There's no pumpkin spice Smarties, I don't think, but if there are, I'm going to find out. Anyways, I hope you celebrate some of these holidays. Keep warm up there as it gets colder, and maybe I'll wear a scarf next time, I hope. And as always, celebrate something.